Oh no, Vincenzo. I was swimming through the bottom of the ocean because of the La Nina in the Pacific. And as you can see and hear right now, we have a heavy rain in the Romeo metropolitan area. And that angry shark is looking for you. He's still talking about the Waco incident and the gold bullion. Look out, Vincenzo! Hot, with a few high overcast cirrus clouds streaming in and some smoke from the western wildfires to make for a gorgeous, stunning, beautiful sunrise here in the greater Roseville metropolitan area in the great state of Michigan, right? Very hot and humid day today. It was a very hot 4th of July yesterday. And today, the Monday, we are celebrating the holiday for work purposes. And it's going to be a very hot and sticky, uncomfortable day with a high in the low 90s, a very high dew point, out ahead of a very strong midsummer, early July cold front that'll crash through the Great Lakes states tomorrow afternoon and Wednesday with showers and thunderstorms. And then the back half of the week, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday will be seasonally chilly with highs in the low to mid 70s and lows in the low to mid 50s with very low humidity, and it'll be very comfortable. Quant, I'm not going over, I've done that extensively. Wow, the markets are crashing today. I didn't even look yet. I just woke up. But our track has went beautifully. You see that? We're hitting upper resistance just like we thought. Well, the price has moved down now, so get rid of that. Price has moved to descending overhead resistance, right? So we're moving down. The track does say at some point we could bounce. We've tried to do it. We kind of did it back there. It doesn't follow it to a T, but it follows it close. And I still think what I draw out for you, even back here, I said you're going to be in this range the whole time right there. See that? I drew it out back there, and then I just keep erasing it as we go to keep the clutter. And I still think this is what we're doing in Bitcoin, and I still believe either we could have a quick pop somewhere, and then it would roll over like that hook-nosed Jewish bearish reversal pattern. The hook-nosed bearish reversal pattern, say. But I think you are going to continue to consolidate, and then you're going to break lower, because I think the next floor is 20,000, and then you'll have a massive month-long consolidation before you break lower. You can see the volume still crashing. The indicators were trying to come bullish, but now it's going to roll over and turn bearish down there. They've been bearish for a long time. So I think you're going to come back down to 30,814 and then break that. And then you would hit it as upper resistance, and then it would start forcing you down with the moving averages. These moving averages are going to start crashing, right? That's what I think you got going on there. Also, I will be putting out my bearish bullish indicators. I'm just starting to move about my day. I'm going to update them, and I'm going to email all of you guys that are on my register, and then I'll look for your feedback back from that. XRP is down 5%. Not surprising. All these other people that have to give you updates 62 times an hour are because they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. I gave you these forecasts a few weeks ago, and now the price action's moved along, and upper resistance is about 66 cents. Lower support is 57 cents. I told you back here after this crash through the green box to the get my shit together box, I said in XRP, you're going to dance in between the green and the orange, and this white line is going to act as overhead resistance, and it's going to force you back down to 57, and then you're eventually coming lower, and that's exactly what you're doing in XRP. I always forget. Dogecoin's in the same thing. My company fucking building Dogecoin, right? It's doing the same thing. These overhead moving averages, the 50, the 100, and 200, or the 200's actually below it now, acting as support, and the 50 and the 100 are acting as overhead resistance right now. And I think you're about to have a pretty big fall in Doge, and I think you're going to come down with our industry exclusive perching tool, right? Right here, we're going to perch from the overhead 50. I think you're about to keep hitting overhead resistance as the volume crashes. Our indicators are moving more deeper into the bearish territory. See that? Look how deep in the bearish territory that is. It's very deep bearish territory. And I think you're about to start falling like you've been straddling this, like we said. And then you're going to crash really quick down to 15 cents and then bounce. And then you're coming much, much lower in Dogecoin. I think within the next 10 or 20 days, you're going to be at the lower end of this get my shit together orange box on its way to the shit house, right? But I think you're going to be down there very soon. And Dogecoin, Litecoin, everyone's favorite fucking Litecoin, right? This was a very easy one to call. You can see in the blue, we drew that out for you way back here on the 22nd of July, 2021. And you can see the track has followed it beautifully, right? I mean, just look at it. What do you want, some treats or something? And you can see it followed it beautifully in Litecoin with overhead resistance. Come on. Overhead resistance is about $146. Underneath support is $1.14. That blue track we put out for you has been followed beautifully, and it's nailed the track the last 10 days, and it's going to continue to nail it until it finally exhausts this pattern and breaks down. And as you know, Litecoin, our underneath target is way down there. We've had a $40 to $60 price target on Litecoin since Litecoin was at $348 and rising. I was telling my customers and clients it was going to roll over. And now it's almost there. And it's been in this long-standing bearish consolidation. And it's eventually going to roll over on itself and break way down. Right? And then one more coin. People like XLM. People seem to like XLM, so we're going to do that. As they make a little sandwich, y'all. Holiday sandwich, right? Got a paid day off today. It's nice. Then we get to go deal with all the bullshit tomorrow. Back at Ford Romeo with all their nonsense. You know what I mean? But you can see we broke out of this a little bit in XLM, but there's just no volume to back it up. The only volume you get is the big sell volume, right? So what I think you're going to do is you're going to back test this underneath support, and you're going to keep trading down, and you're going to eventually end up around 15 cents in XLM. I think you are going to the shit house, but this is, yes, look how deep you are in bearish territory. You're way down there, and it's still getting bigger. But this is a coin at the right, a rare coin for Vincenzo at the right price. Vincenzo would long-term hodl this, not swing trade it, not day trade it, not in and out it, but hodl, which means I add to my positions like I do my gold and silver bullion positions. I strategically buy things when they're cheap, and I don't sell. And this is one of those rare coins that I would actually put some of my hard-earned money in for a long-term hodl. But it has to be at the right price, and that price is not right now for me to start getting in. If you've been a long-term hodler of this coin, and you've been buying in at good spots, I mean, the price is really depressed right now. So if you're a long-term hodler, let me click that for you. If you're a long-term hodler, this would be a coin that you could buy now because it's way down from its high. If you're a long-term hodler, if you're trying to swing trade this, no, you're going to get yourself in all kinds of trouble. But pick your spots. 15 cents is a spot to accumulate if you're already in and you're a long-term hodler. I am waiting for much lower prices before I start accumulating, right? That's because I know where it's going. But you never can know for sure. So if you've been accumulating, anytime you see a 25% crash, buy it, right? If it pumps 30%, don't buy it. When it crashes back down 30%, then you buy it. And then you long-term hodl. And then before you know it, eventually the price will find a bottom in the months to years to come. And by the time it makes that bottom and starts pumping, you're going to have so much of the shit you want to accumulate, you can go for gold. Gold for gold, Juffy, right? And if we look at the rest of the market, the rest of the market ain't doing very good today. 5% in DGB. Remember we told you to sell that shit when it was at like, I think DGB got to like 18 cents. And we're like, you better get the fuck out of that shit. Because this shit's going to the floor. CeeLo, same thing. All these douchebags, Brian Stewart. Bought CeeLo way up there at $4. We fucking told you it was coming down. And it's on its last leg on the breakdown. And then it's going to come all the way to $1.66. I got 4 days left from when I made that prediction a week ago. Brian Stewart, you douche. And this thing's going to continue to rape, hammer, and fleece, heist, and shite you, Brian Stewart, along with Astro Glide, your boyfriend on now, right into the shithouse. Because that's where that fucking coin's going. XDC's collapsing just like we told you after the pump. Alright? Told you what this fucker was doing. It's coming all the way down the 0.067, and then probably much lower than that pile of garbage, right? Ah, son. Zill, we've been all over Zill since it peaked. And we were telling you it was going to keep coming down. Every day, every time it fucking tanks, people are like, hey, is it time to buy? No, it's not time to buy. The time to buy is in the shit house. But this is a coin I would never buy at any price to hold long term. Because I think this one's going into the shitter, right? I don't think this is going to be around. Just my own opinion on a fucking shit. Shiba coin garbage. I don't even know why you would fucking own that shit. Humboldt could be a buying opportunity. We went over that. You're hitting underneath long-term support on that white line. Fuck. See on that white line there? At 0.97 cents, that's long-term support. If you can hold that, you could have a nice bounce. But if you break down below that and you're day trading this, you're fucked. All right? I haven't looked at the fundamentals of this stock and just basing this all off the chart, right? Theta garbage, don't own that. That's all I got for right now. I'll give you more updates later on today. Like, subscribe, and share to Vincenzo's Gold Crypto Investing. Peace and love. Peace and love.